mix things in a little bit, or, find a nice mix of how to work some of the things that kind of turn you off too. But yet you will still want to be committed and get those things done because they're part of what you need to do.
I talked about this on earlier topics, but a lot of personal development ties into each other, and there's the Japanese concept of Kaizen. Sometimes it is nice to do the little things like, oh, if I have to do 5 videos and write 2 articles, write the 2 articles first because I can do those a little bit quicker. And I'm like, wow, I got so much stuff done. Then I have a momentum. And then when you feel that, wow, look how much I got done, it's almost hard to describe. It's kind of more of a feeling than something I can write on paper. But like, look how much I've done. I can do this much more. And then if you keep on track, you keep just building, building, building. So if I want to go to the gym, or if I want to write a blog post, I'm going to write some of the subjects I know about first. I'm going to do some of the exercises maybe I'm a little better at first so I can get those reps in. Be like, well, I did 10 sets of dumbbell curls. I did bench press. Now let me do some of the harder stuff. Let me see if I can do pull-ups. And then eventually, but if I start with the hard stuff and I can't get it done, then I'll sit there and go, I didn't get anything accomplished. Now, obviously, the mentor ties somewhere in that, but maybe it starts with a list, getting the easy stuff done, and when the hard stuff comes in, you got to get your buddy to jump in and get with you. And that's funny, crazy enough, me and Chris just met this guy, Tom. He was on here last week, and he's going to really start jump-starting this, getting the shop together, getting really the backbone of it. And what I'm really poised to do is just make sure that I'm working with him every step of the way to get this shop going, and that I'm going to have a list of things I need to do while he's working, maybe get the domain, maybe figure out what he needs, figure out if there's something with payment, if I'm short, can I make it? And then if I need help reaching out to friends, reaching out to you, this could be the mentor in the case, saying, hey, I need to get the shop going for the power hour. What do I need to do to work with you guys if I need a little extra cash or a little extra help? And that's really why I'm bringing this topic up, because I definitely, the more and more I get into this, I have more goals about this, and I have very specific goals too. I would say there's a specificity in here, like my goals are top rated seller on Fiverr, 15 Bitcoins in my wallet, getting the power hour maybe up to 1 million views.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
And it's possible because the views keep going up, and I know how to do it with a little bit of money in AdWords. But if I don't have specific stuff too, because what you're writing down does matter. So.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that, with everything you said, actually.
What do you think?
Me?
About what we're talking about.
I think for myself personally, it's just a matter of sticking to the commitments you make to yourself. You commit yourself to doing something that you say you're going to do, you best do it, because you're only lying to yourself if you don't. And then what happens is your integrity diminishes, not only with yourself but with other people, because if you can't even keep promises to yourself, how are you going to keep your word to anybody else, right? So I know for myself that some New Year's resolutions I've got are to work our butts off to get the show as popular as we can in the next 12 months, and to keep learning the video platforms we're working with so we can make better quality videos, to try to upload a video every day if possible. It's not always possible, but I think the more content we have, the more of a brand we can become and the more people we can reach. And I'd also like other people to make some videos as well that they want to put on our channel if they're willing to do so. We're definitely open to other people's content if it pertains to the Entrepreneur Power Hour. So something entrepreneurial or something you learned in a workshop or a book you read, something that you felt inspired by about somebody else doing, or that some information you came across that would help people. So we're pretty open to just about anything.
Okay, well, I gotta go, guys. Have a great evening.
Take it easy, Bill. My idea would be we'd have to vary the content too. I mean,
of course.
I like this, but like come up with stuff we're going to do each day. I also want to do some of my own. I have some ideas for like other channels that would siphon back to this that I would be doing myself. One of my big goals is to get my studio up, work with Tom to get that thing up, that website. Once I get that website up, find a way to market it, make sure that it actually does create some, and I'm sure it's possible. I really do. I really believe it. And then create, I have some ideas for different softwares that I can put on kind of a community site, a social media site. If I can get those things done and also get more viewers to our YouTube channel, I really think 2017 is going to be the year. And it's just a matter of persistence, but I do have specific ideas to do it this time. I'm not just kind of throwing stuff out.
Cool. Well, I'm excited to learn what you've been coming up with.
It'll be fun.
So what are some things you've come up with?
One thing was that Buddy Press Cleo thing is really cool.
Right.
The idea of that is, and I'll be specific, you know, since it's setting goals. The idea of that is people get a free account. It's like Facebook or a social media site. So instead of trying to jump up, make Skype rooms and make Facebook groups, because I feel stuff gets lost in there, we'll have a social network site, particularly pertaining to us, that will be free, but then I'll put paid stuff in there, like, oh, okay. You can think of almost, you have Facebook, but inside Facebook, maybe I'll put a webinar service. Maybe I'll put some hosting. Maybe I'll put a little bit of different softwares in there to help people get leads, to help people customize videos, to help people do maybe a little bit of a logo creator. I have some ideas and where I can get the software and what I can do. That would be one side. Then there's Tom, what he's doing. That's the store, the memorabilia, where we can buy a chunk of time. And I can also put a chunk of time on that Buddy Press Cleo site I'm going to make. And then what we can also do is we can have specialized stuff. We can do the same thing we're doing here, but we'll teach a specialized skill, and we'll charge for it. And then I'll have a separate membership site, the one I showed you before, with a bunch of exclusive interviews and recordings that we do if people miss that, and that can be so much a month. That's what I'd really like to start doing, taking it from, well, we're just going to try and monetize it through YouTube to really making monetization strategies all throughout. Because I will say, like I read today, a third-party platform's okay, but I always want to have my own thing. We always want to have our own business.
Yeah.
Because
absolutely,
YouTube can shut you down anytime for, like, you know, I got the copyright thing, which was fine. I said, like, here's the thing, and they're like, okay. But yeah, YouTube and Fiverr and all those are cool, but any day they can be like, see you later. But if you have your own thing, you know, what are they gonna, no one's gonna do anything. Especially if you have your own community. I'm pretty sure your own community is set. So really, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make that Buddy Press Cleo site. I'm gonna make it nice. I'm gonna make it look good. I'm gonna show it to a bunch of people that think it, you know, give me honest opinions on it. And if their opinions are good and they like it, then I'm going to start inviting people to that. But now I'm going to get back to the topic. So we talked about having a list. We talked about doing easy stuff on the list and then getting a mentor to help. Is there anything else that can help me keep that New Year's resolution when I make it? Because I really do want to know this. This isn't just like, this would be kind of cool to talk about, and then we can all go off and eat a pizza and forget about it. Any other ideas to maintain that New Year's resolution once it's set?